So tell us, who are you?
I'm Rashida Jolley. I'm a singer and a harpist from Washington, D.C.
So how did all of this get started for you?
Well, I started playing harp 15 years ago. I was a little itty bitty little thing, and well, maybe about here, and grew up with playing different instruments. But this was the one that I stuck with. This one I fell in love with. I started singing like when I was 6 years old in church in a choir, and grew up singing. And pretty much, I didn't really combine both the singing and the harp. It was kind of like, okay, I'm gonna go sing real quick if I was performing, and then I'll go play the harp, and I'll be going back and forth. But then my mom was like, a while ago, my mom was like, you should combine both, sing and play.
Comfort. What energy did you have whenever you created this song?
I basically just sat at the harp, which is how I write. I just sit at the harp, and I just start playing chords that I feel. And when I start feeling good about like what I'm playing at the time, then I'll start coming up with melodies. And then when a melody sticks, like how I know a melody will stick is if I can remember, if I can walk away and come back, and I still remember like, yeah, that's the one right there. So then the next thing I'll do is sometimes like words will come to me and I love it when that happens. And that's what happened with Comfort. I was just sitting at the harp playing some chords, and then the melody came, and then the lyrics started coming to the song.
No One. Tell us about this song.
I got to perform at the National Black Family Reunion towards the end of the summer of this year, 2008. And it was really cool to get to do that. It was in D.C., so I had fun with it.
Dance with My Father. What made this song special to you?
That's a really special song to me. I got the opportunity to play and sing that song for Marietta Vandross, who is Luther Vandross' mom. And I got to do it. I did it for her a month. It was like a month or 2 months after Luther Vandross had passed. And the unfortunate thing was that Luther had passed. And for me, why I was just so moved by getting to do that was because it was also the song that was dedicated to a radio station in D.C., dedicated that song to my dad the week that my dad passed. So then a few years later, in the unfortunate death of Luther Vandross, I played that song for Mrs. Vandross. It was like, I had to keep from crying during the performance, but it was a piece that I really, really, really wanted to learn. If I could get another chance, another walk, another dance with him, I play a song that never ever ends. How I love, love, love to dance with my father again. I could get another chance, another walk, another dance with him. I play a song that never ends. How I love, love, love to dance with my father again.
Brighter Days to Come. Where did you perform this song and with whom?
I performed Brighter Days to Come. It's a song actually that I co-wrote with my brothers. We write together. My brothers, they're producers, and musicians as well. So they come up with the music, and then I'll come up with the lyrics. Like I said, sometimes like on Comfort, I'll write the whole song, but then most of the time, a lot of the times, my brothers will do the music and I'll do the lyrics. And so at this performance, it's a concert at a club in DC.
Is this talent brought forth from your family's background in music?
Yes, thanks for asking that question. My dad was a professional jazz guitarist, and he was so talented that he was Howard University's very first person to receive a degree in jazz, wrote the first theme song for BET, wrote the theme song for DC, and my dad was offered all these opportunities to become this huge celebrity and all this, and my dad, he decided that he had a choice between career and family. He chose us. And so I have 6 siblings. We all play, well, the majority of us play instruments.
So whenever I think of the harp, I think of the weddings, classical music. Tell me a little bit more about how you got into all of this.
It's interesting because even though I'm classically trained, I really wanted to do, and with the inspiration of my mom, do something really different with the harp. And so a lot of times when I go places, I perform in schools a lot, speak and perform in schools, and I'll take it and, and sometimes kids are like, oh, this is gonna happen. We're gonna be doing some opera or some classical music today, and then I'll do like some like R&B on it, and I even learned a little bit of hip hop on it too. So it's like, oh, they're like, oh, so then I see them somewhere else at another school, and they're like, oh yeah, that's the hip hop harpist. So it's really cool because like my thing is like I want to take something that traditionally isn't viewed as being like in pop culture or being a soulful instrument or being in R&B and hip hop and bring it into and introduce it and say, yeah, like the harp can do that too. The harp can do what the piano can do. The harp can do what the guitar can do, and like popularize it so that like little kids are like, I want to play the harp too.